Your comfort zone is a very dangerous place for you to be. It feels safe, but that's the place where dreams go to die. That's the place where your potential is wasted. That's the place where your regret is born. You got to break free of your comfort zone. If you stay there, you'll never know who you could have been. So it's time to escape, and you've got to do that now. You've got the power to be more, to do more, and to have more. And today in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 steps to help you to break free of your comfort zone. And you've got to hang around for number 3, because I'm going to talk about something that I've never talked about on this channel before, but it's going to be a bit challenging, but it's essential for you to break free of your comfort zone. I'm Anthony Charles, and whether you are already running your business or just dreaming of leaving that 9 to 5, I'm here to help you to turn your knowledge, your ideas, your skills into real money by growing your mindset, helping you with those people skills, and boosting your productivity. It's time to be more, it's time to do more, it's time to have more, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. So look, let's get into it. How are we going to break free from our comfort zone? Well, number 1 is all about your mindset. And you know how I feel about the mindset. When it comes down to the information I'm going to give you in this video today, you're going to say one of 2 things. You're either going to say, I can do it, or you're going to say, I can't do it. And whichever one you say, you're going to be absolutely right. But here's the deal. Why did you say it? Why did you say I can do it? Why did you say I can't do it? Whichever one you say, you're right. But why did you say it? The reason why you said any one of those 2 things is because you believe it. But why did you believe it? You believed it because you said it. So straight away, it tells me you've got to get control of the things that you say to yourself. That's where it starts with. So look, when it comes down to the battles, when it comes down to the challenges that you're going to face, you're going to win or lose every one of them in your mind long before you have to do it in the physical world. And you don't just experience life, you experience the life that you focus on. And your entire life is based on where you live emotionally, and that's compounded by what you are focusing on. We have a natural force inside of us, and it's constantly pulling us towards the definition that we have of ourselves. So it doesn't matter what you do, you will always become the person that you define yourself as. And to get out of your comfort zone, you have to deal with the thoughts that you have about yourself and your abilities to achieve more in life. In my video, How to Overcome Fear with Powerful Self-Talk, you're going to find everything you need to help you. Check it out. Okay, number 2, you've got to start small. You've got to start with small, simple steps, and you've got to have patience, because this is going to take some time. I'm sorry, instant coffee and microwave meals is as far as we go. That's as good as it gets. Everything else is going to take you some time. You didn't get stuck in your comfort zone yesterday. It's like waiting in a queue. Patience is only worth having when you need it. So it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take repetition, inch by inch. I want you to start with small daily challenges. Stop looking for instant results. It's not going to happen. Growth is built one step at a time. Sometimes it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to come out of that comfort zone. Something I tell my children all the time: you're going to have to be willing to be bad in order to become good. Sometimes you're going to have failure, but failure isn't final. Failure is feedback. You're going to have to fail your way to success, step by step. And the faster you start failing, the faster you start learning. And when you learn, and when you change, and when you grow, that's when you start coming out of your comfort zone. I want you to set the kind of goals that are going to scare you, but in a positive way. I don't want you to set goals that are going to terrify you. No. I want you to set the kind of goals that are going to give you a little bit of excitement. They're going to scare you, but in an exciting way. And I want you to set goals that are outside of that comfort zone. If you set goals in your comfort zone, they're going to be too easy for you to hit, and that's not real progress at all. You've got to set goals that are going to make you do something different. You're going to have to set the kinds of goals that are going to cause you to push the boundaries on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you have to go to bed at a different time. Maybe you have to wake up at a different time. Maybe you have to attend some networking sessions. Maybe you have to start writing your business plan. Maybe you have to start and post that first YouTube video. You've got to set a goal that's going to cause you to do something different, that's going to stretch you, that's going to push you, that's going to get you outside of that comfort zone. And don't try to change your life in a day. It's not going to happen. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So if you like this kind of video where I share what I've learned through my life experiences and how it determines the decisions I make on a day-to-day basis, and if you feel that it can help you, then come on, you know what you got to do. Subscribe, join the family. Number 3 is the power of association. And this is the one that's going to be really challenging for some of you. It's one of the most powerful forces in the world. And if you don't get to deal with this one properly, you're going to struggle to get out of your comfort zone. Most of us don't see the power of association. We don't really feel it. And we don't really understand it sometimes. Let me tell you something. 5 years from now, you're going to be the same person, but for two things: the information that you take in and the people that you associate with. And it's really difficult for people to come to the realization and to accept or to even believe that the associations that they have, the information that they take in, has a direct impact on their ability to be more, to do more, and to have more. But it takes honest insight and it takes self-evaluation in order for you to really see what the power of association is and to be able to turn things around for yourself so you can get out of that comfort zone. I found it difficult. I found it difficult to accept that the people who I associated with, my friends, the people who I had vetted myself, I chose them, they were in my inner circle. I found it really difficult to believe that these people were holding me back. I looked at my work colleagues and I've gotten real well with my work colleagues. I didn't have a choice in some of them, and my family members, I had no choice in them. I find it really, really difficult to find and to accept that some of these people were holding me back. And then it got even worse because the people who were challenging me, they were saying, look, the things that you're watching, even the music that you're listening to, the stuff you're taking in on social media, they all have an effect on you. And I don't know about you, but I found that very difficult to accept. And you know why? Because they were challenging me. They were challenging me on the decisions that I had made. And I thought I was pretty clued up. So it was a little bit of ego being challenged there. But it took insight, it took honesty, and it took self-reflection. And as I said, it was difficult to accept. And then I started looking around and I was looking at my work colleagues and I was thinking, whoa. I was looking at the environments that I was in. I was thinking, oh my goodness, I didn't see that before. And then it came down to friends and family. And even though some of them weren't bad or being malicious, I could see that some of them were not good for me. And let me tell you something. People aren't always doing things to you. A lot of times they're doing things for themselves. But in doing things for themselves, they end up doing things to you. So I was looking at the programs, I was looking at the social media, I was looking at the music, I was looking at everything. And I tell you something, I was so grateful that the people who challenged me did, because they really challenged me and I became so much better. There are people in your world right now and they're keeping you in your comfort zone and you don't know it. And there's people in your circle that they're holding you back. You don't know it, because the people in your circle, they should be protecting you, but they should be challenging you and challenging themselves to be more, to do more, and to have more, to come out of your comfort zone. If everyone in your life is living in their comfort zone and you're living in your comfort zone, then what progress are any of you making? It's challenging. And if you're finding this part challenging, then don't worry about trying to cut people off or anything like that. Just start investing in yourself. Do something different. Join a mastermind group. Take some courses. Get a coach. Get a mentor. Learn some new skills. Set bigger goals. All you have to do is constantly add value to yourself. And if you do that, take a look and see if different kind of people start showing up in your lives. I tell you, my mentor, Tom, he used to drive me crazy. Whenever I used to meet a prospect and we were in a business together, and I'd bring along these prospects and some of them weren't great at all. I won't tell you what we used to call them. And I'd bring along this prospect and they weren't very good. And I'd complain about them to Tom. And he'd always say to me, what did you do? What did you do to attract that person to you? Whenever he said that, that took the cheese right off my cracker. I hated when he said that, but you know what? It was true. What did I do to attract that person to me? It's like relationships. Sometimes you're in a relationship and you end a relationship and you think about the person, they weren't very good. And you know, you have to look at yourself and say, well, what did you do to attract that person? You could be in denial and you can say, well, I don't do the things they do. I'm not like them, but something you did attracted them to you. And yeah, you might not do what they do. You might not be like how they are, but maybe you got to look at your moral compass. Maybe your moral compass isn't facing in the right direction. Maybe your value system is what attracted them to you. It's going to take insight. It's going to take honesty. It's going to take self-reflection. That's what it's going to take to get out of your comfort zone. I remember doing this meeting once at one of my team members' house. We're going to show this presentation and her boyfriend was standing there. And while I was setting up all the gear, he was looking at my books, all the positive books that I had there, and he was reading the covers of them. And this is the comment that he made. He said it in jest, but many a true word. He looked at the covers of the books and he said, I keep on telling her not to read those books, otherwise she's going to leave me. Now there's somebody who knows about the power of association. Look, understanding and accepting and dealing with the power of association is key to getting out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone's lying to you. It tells you that you're safe, but in reality, it's keeping you stuck. While you're comfortable in that zone, your goals are slipping away from you. And if you want to be more, if you want to do more, and if you want to have more, you have to break out of that comfort zone, and you've got to do it right now. Start now. Work on your mindset. Start setting small goals, and then work on that power of association. If you're ready to get on the road to turning your knowledge, your ideas, and your skills into real money, then download my Essential Business Startup Guide. It's going to give you a clear picture as to where you are in business right now on that business journey of yours, and it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do next. All that's left for me to say is to keep on being amazing, because you are. Speak soon. Feeling good? Want more results like this? Let's keep that momentum going with this video here. Also, click on my head here to subscribe.